According to reports, President Obama is going to announce during the State of the Union that he's raising the minimum wage for workers under federal contracts to $10.10 per hour. Now, he's going to do it via executive order, and it's going to help hundreds of thousands of workers. In fact, I believe the exact number from the Think Progress article on this was 560,000 workers are going to be helped out by this. Now, this comes after Demos produced a report last year showing that many of the food and janitorial jobs under federal contracts don't provide a living wage, don't provide basic benefits like health care or sick leave, and they're essentially getting screwed on the taxpayer's dime. So Obama saw that, and he also, by the way, saw that there have been strikes. There have been protests from these federal workers. In fact, Representative Keith Ellison would strike with the workers, and they've been sending letters to Obama and going, dude, you have the ability to just via executive order raise the wages for people who are federal contractors with private businesses. Why not do it? What are you waiting for? You say you believe in this. You say you believe in a minimum wage hike. All right, actions speak louder than words. Are you all rhetoric? Are you a liar? Is that what you are? So just raise it. So the pressure worked, and there was a press release, I believe, from administration officials. They let all the different outlets know about this, all the different media outlets, and there we go. So he's going to help about 560,000 people by doing this. This is also a way to try to spur the House of Representatives and spur the Senate and say, look, guys, I'm doing everything I can. This is actually all I can do within my power as President of the United States without going through you guys. So how about you guys get your shit together and you guys pass a bill that's going to raise the minimum wage? Now, the only bad news is that the order only applies to new contracts after the executive order is signed. So all the ones beforehand are grandfathered in with the old contracts, and he doesn't, kick those up a little bit. So that's bad news. But then again, I'm not sure. It could be the case that all the different federal contracts, they're up for reapproval every year, every couple of years or whatever it is, which would make it so that the end result is going to be the same in a couple of years anyway. That everybody who works for a federal contractor in a private business would eventually get that $10.10 an hour minimum wage. And of course, the only other bad news is that it's not a living wage. It would be so much better if it was a living wage, which is about $12 an hour, according to some economists. So it's a step in the right direction. It's certainly a positive thing here. And what I need President Obama to do is sell this the right way. And this is where I think the Democrats, it's always a swing and a miss. I mean, because if a Republican president did something positive, I mean, you wouldn't hear the end of it. They would brag about it for the next 12 election cycles. But the Democrats do something positive and then they shut up. They don't even try to sell it once. They don't even bring it up once. They just say, oh, did I do something good? Oh, whatever. It is what it is. No, argue for it. Brag about it. Hey, I just did something that 80% of the American people are in favor of. That's an actual number from a recent poll on this. 80% of the American people said raise the wage. I'm with you. I'm with the 80%. Hello. So don't you want to vote for the guys who are going to agree with you, the American public? I would not stop talking about this, and I would slam the Republicans for opposing it. I mean, I would call them, the party of the rich times 1,000. I mean, every single press conference, every single conversation, any opportunity I had, it would get to the point where any American, they'd be like, all right, I get it. The Republicans, they're the party of the rich. We understand. So we'll see if he can sell this the right way. We'll see if, this spurs Congress to do the right thing. But you got to give credit where credit is due. For the first time in a while here, credit to President Obama, and also credit to the people who spurred him to do it. All those workers that protested, and Keith Ellison and all the other congressmen who were marching with the workers that said, you better do this because if not, you're our enemy too.